Hi, ladies. So I promised that today was going to be kind of a culminating commentary about everything that the year in leading up to and obviously the year of France and after I returned home, because that is important to share as well. You know, when you go on a holiday and you feel all relaxed and calm and peaceful and you start thinking about life and you think like, oh, why do I worry about those things? I'm just going to be so calm when I get back. And then you get back and you're all stressed again and things like that's how I used to be. Now I don't. But you know that feeling when you aren't able to carry this feeling with you into your real life? What a lot of people, and hello, I was poster child for this for like years. You know, many people meditate or they read tons of spiritual books. They go to tons of spiritual classes. They do online courses. They do everything. And it doesn't transfer into their everyday life. And because it doesn't transfer, they don't see change in their life. And that was what I experienced up until, I was literally forced to leave my old life and step into a new one. And I thank God for everybody that played their part in it. And that's one thing that I want to learn. I wanted to share with you that I learned from that year. There are experiences that, okay, let me rephrase this. When you are an elegant woman, you know that every experience in your life is a gift for your soul to evolve. Let me say that again. Every experience in your life is an opportunity and a gift for your soul to evolve. So do not ever make the mistake of thinking that, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening? I can't bear this anymore. Because it is there and you need to thank that experience. Thank it. Because it's being put in your experience to work through and clear and clean so that whatever that experience is trying to teach you doesn't need to come back again. Now, I lived a life before where I had many experiences and they kept coming and coming and coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. And of course, you start to get a little upset and you start thinking, why, God? Why? Why are you doing this? Why me? And then we fall into victimhood. And I was a victim for a very long time, let me tell you that. It was only when I started to understand that life doesn't happen to me, it happens because of me. And whatever I am resonating out into the universe, my personal resonance that comes from all the personal beliefs I have, all the old programs that are running in my head that I've collected along the way or got put in there from different experiences, that stuff is resonating from me and attracting all this stuff to me. In order to clear those things, you have to either use the elegant clearing process or you have to go through that experience and learn whatever it is you need to learn. So do not detest or hate or resent these people that come in your life that don't make you feel comfortable, or someone that comes in that you really want that you don't think you can have, and all these things. Don't resent them, embrace them, because they are a gift. They are a gift, and if you see it from an elegant woman's perspective, you can move through that so quickly. And once you clear that, you just let more light come through, and when you let more light and love come through, the experiences that come to you are only of light and love, and those ones are really good, and they happen all the time. So that was one of the things that I've learned. Here are some other things that the year in leading up to and during France and after France gifted me. It taught me how to live a life filled with pleasure, simplicity, joy, and beauty. Now, I could go off and off and off and create probably 1,000 blog posts on this and videos, and I probably will over the course. I'm just going to get really comfortable here. And I probably will, because they are so key. One of the things that France taught me is the beauty of simplicity and adding pleasure to everything. And when you do that, it opens you up to start saying, gosh, life can be really good. My outer circumstances might not be as I want them right now, but you know what? I'm going to have fun in my life anyway. The people who are the most unhappy are the people that don't have pleasure in their lives. The people who are working so hard or striving so hard and focusing their energy and their attention units on that kind of stuff and are missing the whole purpose of this life. This world is such an amazing gift that we have been given to be a human being, because we can be in this world where the gifts just could keep giving and giving and giving. But what we've done is to just start looking at the surface things and making that what success means, and making that our priority, and making that our self-worth. And that's not it at all. And the French know how to enjoy life. Everything we did, everything came from the pleasure aspect. And of course, like I said, I'm going to share tons of this stuff with you of how you can do this and step into that more easily, and actually what it can gift you. So that was one other thing. The second thing, it totally gifted me how to connect with one's divine nature and allow that essence to be so fully you that you actually start glowing. And you touch other people's lives with that glow. In fact, like I mentioned in the previous video, after returning from France, in France actually, I was experiencing people like kind of looking at me like I was getting that different reaction. But when I got back from France, something incredible just happened. I was just walking around a health food store, and a woman, I was coming this way, and a woman came this way and turned to me, and she just went and said so loudly, because she was in shock, she said, "Whoa, you're glowing." And those were the exact words that she used. And I just smile when I hear this even today when people say that, because I know it's not me they're seeing and feeling. It's divine source energy that they're seeing and they're sensing. That's what it is, folks. If you look up to any kind of physics and quantum physics, you finally learn and understand that we are far more energy than matter. We are far more spacious than solid. And when you get that, actually you're not this, you are energy. And there's just parts of that energy that are compacted to create this form. But if you truly look under a microscope, the space between all of your cells can be seeable. Okay? So you are more energy than matter. And therefore, you need to start living your life from an energetic standpoint. And when you connect with the grandest energy of all, which is who we are, we've just forgotten, we've just kind of lost connection, something is blocking it. Well, life doesn't feel good, but when you align with it, that's when you feel good and everybody around you feels good, and you start making changes in the world without even needing to do anything. It's very beautiful. The other thing that I have learned is how to live your spirituality, not just talk about it, not just read about it, not just take courses on it, how to live it. There was a time when that's all I did, and I've shared this before. I could have very deep conversations about what I believed, and I loved talking about these concepts. I loved reading about miracles happening, but I wasn't experiencing them. Not often anyway. Not like today. Seriously, a miracle will happen almost every day. And I'm not just talking, oh, a little synchronicity happens. No, I'm talking amazing things that if I have an elegant intention, it would be like moving me this way instead of no, it'll be because the more you clear what is blocking you from this divine all source energy, this loving energy, the more you clear it, the more it's left to shine and vibrate, and you become one with it. And that energy, what Deepak Chopra so beautifully calls it, is where infinite potential resides. Anything can become your reality in that energetic space. But if you have it all blocked with sludge, it's like you picture yourself a sponge, like a real sponge, and there's all those holes in it, and that is the energy in it. But you've like washed something really dirty, like maybe a car with gravel and mud and sludge. Look at that sponge, right? That sponge represents the majority of people walking around today. More and more are learning how to clear and clean, and that is going to change the world. So stay tuned. The Elegant Life is all about bringing you back home and teaching you how to live in that elegant space, that elegant flow. Another thing that year taught me, how to know and love yourself intimately so that you don't ever compare yourself to others again. You don't feel higher, you don't feel lower, you just love yourself. You appreciate the natural talents and abilities and gifts and personality, the physical features that the consciousness, the divine has given you to be able to use in this life. You appreciate all of those. You embrace them. You use them. You use them. And that brings with it such inner peace, such contentment, such love, such an ability to be able to have your ideal body without sacrificing, without deprivation. We'll get into all that as well. One of the next things I learned, how to know what your soul desires and how to elegantly manifest it. How to know what your soul desires, really, and then how to manifest it. I watched how that whole circumstance happened of me actually getting that divine miracle of not just being an au pair in France, but actually being the teacher that I wanted to be in France and experience everything on top of it. I've watched in my life, how has this happened? How have I been able to increase the quickness of my manifestations? How have I actually been able to manifest anything? I couldn't manifest anything before. And I used to read about the law of attraction all the time. I watched The Secret so many times. I'm like, why isn't it working for me? Well, I found it out. And now that's all I do. I just keep doing it. So again, these are just literally some of the gorgeous things that France gifted me. And much of what I've learned has just even deepened over time. For one, my connection and alignment with Source is something that has deepened to such a level that I consistently receive divine downloads for myself and for the people that I mentor. I giggle every time I receive an email or a comment during a mentoring session like, oh my God, are you psychic? I can't even count the number of times it happens. It just happens every time. It's like, you know me perfectly, they say that. You know me better than I know you. I mean, you know me more than I know myself. But how do you know that? And we've just met. Oh my God, are you psychic? Because I just asked to hear that today, and you just told me what I needed to hear. Like, this happens all the time. And this just happens because I'm connected. I removed enough of the stuff that disconnects me from it. It's not anything that you can't do. Now, this post is the very last post of the Making of an Elegant Woman series, but it's literally just the beginning of what the divine has guided me to share with you. Now, please know that if you've found your way here, it's not an accident. It shows that you are ready to receive all of the elegant processes and wisdom that I have been guided to share. Now, here's the thing. If you weren't ready, you wouldn't even have attracted the elegantlife.com into your life. You wouldn't have been a vibrational match. So I congratulate you for actually being at the stage, having done enough work on yourself, done enough clearing to this point that you can receive these teachings, because some people can't. Some people are so not open and so not ready. They're just not there. So it is my wish and intention that today is the beginning of your own personal pilgrimage. One that takes you on a journey back home to your divine nature, the place where inner peace, joy, abundance, and beauty resides. Living from here allows you to live in elegant flow, where life flows and everything you desire elegantly manifests. Well, everything you desire, or something even better, which is what I'm experiencing a lot. Let's get this journey started, shall we? What I want to say to you now is the best place for you to start is to go to the Start Here page on theelegantlife.com. There's a navigation bar at the top that says Start Here. Becoming a part of our Elegant Society is a place where you are going to get exclusive teachings from me, because as soon as you make a choice that you want your life to be different by becoming a member, that will shift things for you. And that is where you get exclusive trainings. And I only give it to people that make that choice. Okay? The second thing is, let me just tell you, the foundational teaching is the art of living elegantly. Every human being should need to have that course, literally. I mean, not everybody's ready for it, but it is a 6-week self-study program that every once in a while I gather all of the ladies that have gone through that program, and we kind of have a meeting where we all get together and you guys get to ask me questions and things about it. But that is what I live my life by every single day. That is exactly what I do to be able to live the life I live, that is full of love and prosperity and continual pleasure, continual miracles, beauty beyond belief, love beyond belief, prosperity more than I could have ever dreamed. And it all just keeps increasing. And that's what I do. So it is gifted to you. Now, again, you have to make a choice. Do you want that? Are you ready to gift it to yourself? If you are, then on that Start Here page, you can invest in it. And I've made it so affordable. Like, it's really a no-brainer. But what I've learned is that people don't value something that they don't pay for. I've been stung on that one many, many times, where I have, from the generosity of my heart and the compassion in my heart, wanted to help people. And so I've given them some stuff free, They never value it enough until they actually invest in it. And so I have put it at a price that I feel honors the content and it honors me and all the work that it took to put it together for you. But I've put it at a price that is doable for anybody if they just make the choice. Okay, so that is where you start. And from there, just keep coming back to theelegantlife.com, and I'll be sharing all the gorgeous lessons, life processes, and inspiration and motivation that will assist you in your soul evolving and living from that beautiful space. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me. And I'm so happy that it will continue.